Pearl. Let me know what you think about our lovely wall decor and of course signage there that we've put together with so much tender care and love. And let's get that lighting on that area so you can really see it. There we go. We're just gonna spotlight that piece right there. What do you think? Oh, so beautiful. Radiant pearl living. Look how it shines. From the different angles there so you can see. And you can create your own wall signage as well. We are going to make DIY wall art, and here are the wooden letters that we are going to spray paint and customize. All right, so let's make sure we have our gloves first and foremost, and we are going to be equipped to go ahead and get our actual, let's first get our shoes on properly, right? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add our spray paint, and you could hand paint this with a brush as well, but I chose to spray paint, and I'm choosing the linen white, so it's a chalky like smooth finish, along with trying to decide between the Color Shot Pixie Dust Iridescent, because it's going to go with my color scheme. I forgot I got this, and I was going to use gold, and then I saw this amongst all my other paint in the garage and realized, oh my word, this would actually be perfect. All right, so let's start with the Radiant, and I am using an IKEA bag. I learned my lesson, which you probably saw when I was showing. You can still see it there, without using something to contain what you are going to be creating as your DIY letter project for your signage and for your home and for events. I mean, there's no limit. So we are going to just place it in here. All right, so I will show you up close. We just want to make sure we have a flat surface and we are protecting the surface that it's being sprayed onto. And so let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, we'll bring you a little closer so you can see it up close here. Come along with me on this journey of spraying and creating here. Here we go. First coat here. Spray. Make sure we mix up our white here. You could also wear a mask, and this is pretty fast drying. I think that's good. Let's leave that to dry. Probably should use another IKEA bag so that these two can dry at the same time. What do you think? Yeah, let's do that. All right, so while the Radiant is drying, I've decided that I am going to just use a cardboard box. So find your cardboard box or whatever it is that you have that can protect the area that you'll be spraying on. Go ahead and make good use of what you already have, right? And so I don't know how long it's going to take to fully dry because I sprayed it so much that I decided I am going to, and it is a bit on the humid side. It's summertime here in Georgia. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and just create my rest of my letters. I'm going to paint them and have them all dry at the same time. So we already did Radiant. Now we're going to do Pearl. So I'm going to bring you over here so you can see exactly what's happening. All right. Let's bring it on down. Painting and doing my DIY. So I'm going to do Pearl first. I just want to have a base of white first, and then we can add color if we decide to add color. All right, there it's coming along. I can even repurpose this box later to do a project too for decor in the home. And right now it's gonna have pearl imprinted on it. This is a part of my revamp and transformation of my home office. I transformed it first during the pandemic back in 2020, and it's been, wow, 3 years. So now that it's 2023 and we have a little one who just turned 6 months, I want to make sure that she has room to play and be there with me as I'm getting things done in the actual space that I spend a lot of time in, which is my home office. And while working from home, she'll have the majority of the space on the carpet to work, while I have my different desks placed in position where they need to be towards the walls. And that does create more aesthetics as well. So it's absolutely perfect. This setup that literally came to me overnight while I was getting ready to rest for the night after our night old live premiere of the aesthetic desk setup that I realized needed to become more aesthetic, based on what I was experiencing and doing a surveillance of everything. It's really interesting because I would not have stumbled across other ways and more ideal ideas to implement and to think about and directly take action on until I was creating a YouTube video for that specific topic and doing all the research that is required. As an English major, research was the core of what we studied, looking up and looking at multiple sources, looking at a lot of examples. And just on YouTube alone, there's a lot of examples when you put in the keywords and terms, and you really get an idea and a feel for what actually is considered aesthetic. I didn't realize how popular it was. Just like learning about ASMR, I didn't realize until I started really watching and being in tune with the community of people who are small business owners, creating vlogs, creating video content, and doing their journaling, their planning, and their how-to videos, right? So that's not just DIY as we're doing here, but that also includes just really being able to inspire and encourage and equip others to fearlessly create in all these forms, whether it's DIYing a project so that you can make your space radiant and you can live a radiant life you love and plan for that radiant life you love in increment periods of time and planning and progressing and taking those necessary steps, right? So just really learning a lot, but not just leaving it there. Let me make sure I'm seeing exactly where my camera is. Y'all see how out of touch I can be sometimes. Right there versus right here. Okay, camera is right up here. I've been looking at the screen. So see, you're coming along with me on the journey of actually improving and growing and developing in action in the moment. Like I have to look at you directly so you can know I'm talking to you. Yes, you're the other side of the camera, and not to myself by looking at my actual picture or video there. And of course it may be harder to see because I'm wearing glasses, but in the lighting, the sun is going down, which I had to choose strategically for this time because we want it to be cooler while working in the summertime on your projects and things in the home. And this is just one of many projects that I really have desired to do since my beginning days of redoing furniture and decor pieces and items in my home. And it's just fun, right? Just revamping old things, making it new, and learning from other incredible people. The very first person I learned from when it came to revamping a piece of furniture. My husband had, I need to look and see if I still have the footage for that. But my husband had like a brown kind of container box that is a piece of, like, almost like a little desk. It could be an area where you could sit down on by the entryway, put in items. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know the actual name for it. Not an ottoman, but it's almost set up like that. Just a wooden furniture. My hubby and baby, they're looking through the window right now as we're recording. But just seeing that brown, I needed to be with my decor. And so we had someone at our church who specialized in making beautiful windows. She did a lot of home things, and that's her business, and has 4 beautiful girls. And just seeing how, you know, we were very closely knit in just doing the things that we love to do alongside ministry. And so she showed me and recommended paint, and she was doing projects, and she helped me with my very first project. I'm always forever grateful for that, because that's so important to have mentors, have people who are willing to show you the ropes, hold your hand, and guide you through the process without you having to figure out all the steps on your own. And that's why I hope to be in this regard, because I've had the pleasure and the honor to serve in those ways in other areas and aspects of life and ministry. But even in this online space, I know a lot of you are wanting to do your small business, but you want to start off, you have to start off with a limited budget, but you want to start off strong with your brand. You're building your presence, making it aesthetic, making it lovely. You know, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things, all of these things, you want it to be pleasing that you're putting out there into the world, right? And I'm shifting back to looking at you, right? You want it to be pleasing to look at. That is what's going to attract, that's what's going to captivate others. And you want to be captivating, which ties in perfectly with the summit that we have coming up. And I will link to that in the description as well. But you just want to take that time to really put thought into what you're putting out there and presenting to the world. And there's so many ways to go about it. And so getting your cut letters, whether you make it yourself with the Cricut, putting all the pieces together, let me know if that's something you're interested in, because I do have a few footage from other signs I've put together from our baby shower to some other events, and just being able to have that custom personalization to making your event shine, as well as your space and everything absolutely radiant, and of course fearlessly creating it. And allowing it to be customized even further with your branding colors for your specific space. I mean, literally there's no limit to what you can do when you can make it yourself, when you can DIY it and get it how you want it, right? Get it how you want it. Say that in the chat. Get it how you want it. As a DIYer, you want to not just create, but captivate. Are you here to create or captivate? Or both? Create and captivate. Let me know. God gave me that idea, that theme, and I've shared it with a few others that I've invited in to speak for the summit, and a few that just weren't able to be a part this year, but they will be a part next year. And so we're going to be releasing some of those names. Shameless plug during this summit, so you can have an idea of what to expect next year. Because we usually have our summit, different iterations twice a year, one in the spring and one in the fall. So you can look out for that. If you're seeing this before or in between, you know, right now live while it's going forth, then you are just in time to sign up for the fall summit in September. If not, then you can wait and go around or buy the all access. And we also have the power pack. You can buy your ticket if you don't get the free ticket to go live and be a part of the live experience. Then you can join in at any time, really, if you get the ticket. that is upgraded. But if you want to be a part of the free experience, then you can wait until our next one, which will be revamped, and it will be another set of speakers and all these other things that's different from the previous one, and that will be in March, right? So this is our third year, y'all, our third year. This is year 3 since I did my office, and this is year 3 of the summit. So a lot happened in 2020. If a lot happened for you in 2020, go ahead and say a lot happened. A lot happened. I want you to engage. I want to find out which one of you are on this journey with me and are excited about what more is to come. Because as I'm learning, I want to help teach you, and hope that as you're learning, you're going to teach others, right? Each one reach one. Each of us can play a small role in just spreading fearlessness and spreading radiance to the world. And I'm just excited that you're a part of it. So let's see, we've been talking for a while and didn't really plan that, but I get excited. So let's look at our radiant. It's looking like it's getting dry, and what I need to do is flip it around so that we can have the other side painted, but it has to be dry first so that we don't have the paint coming off when we flip it around. And then the last step will be to add glitter, which if you know me, I love sparkle, I love glitter, and it just tops everything off and makes it absolutely radiant and perfect, right? So let's do it. Let's get it done. All right, welcome back. So we are now at the stage where we can wrap things up. As you can see, it's now nighttime. So we gave it time to dry, and I had a number of other things that I needed to get done. So it was just hanging out here on the porch, ready for either a second coat or for the actual glitter. And that's the iridescent or the gold. So I'm going to turn you towards it as we get the next bit done. We can test it. We can first use our handy dandy glove, right? Or we can test it by touching it with our bare hands. Let's use the handy dandy glove first. I'm pretty sure it is already done. Let's test this completely. All right, there it is. That's living, and that's why I love the matte paint. Look at that. It up close. I think it's done. Smells like it's done. Looks like it's done on both sides. So now all we need to do, I believe, is add the iridescence. And yeah, no paint. Right, so let's go ahead and you can see we're going to do that with each of the parts. So I see a little bit of the paint, I guess, needed to dry on the front, but it's not a big deal. I was able to smooth it out with my little glove here. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and redo. Same thing with the radiant. Let's get the radiant shading here. I have to say, I really like the finish of this. What do you think? Leaving it plain white, I'm so tempted to just add a little bit of distressing and that's it. But right now, I think it needs some glitter. Okay, y'all, we are back. We are back. And it's not the most ideal thing, but at least we can make do with this. Okay, so this was what happened in the middle of me recording. Let's see, I want you to see what I was working on here. There it is. Can you see it? Hold on. Yes, the glitter is everywhere. So we had to just sprinkle glitter. I was on my last bit of sprinkle for the smaller container here, which you can see so much better. And glitter is falling. It's falling. It's falling. All right, so I think we have enough of that kind of glitter. Look up close. How beautiful. All right, so I think we need to add the adhesive again before I add the chunkier, sorry, you're seeing, trying to maneuver this and my glitter.
All right, so now we are just going to add some more of the adhesive. Here we go. And hopefully that will secure our glitter even more. And then we want to add just a little bit more of the glitter. And this is going to be the chunky glitter, right? So here it is. Look how lovely that is. OMG. Right, so we're just gonna pinch and sprinkle. Pinch and sprinkle. Pinch and sprinkle. Pinch. Let's get some on the sides here. Can you see that? There we go. Pinch. This is not going to waste. You know how long I've had this glitter just sitting there? So it's okay. Let's be generous. Let's be generous with our sprinkle and sparkle. And a little bit on the tea. Radiant, radiant. And I'll have to tell you about a song that I made up that was dedicated to all the radiant girlies out there. You were radiant, radiant. So if you guys may remember that, if you've been following us for a while, when we did a concert and all of the little girlies sang that song, Radiant for him. We just want to shine for him. Oh my word, look at this, y'all. I think this is good to go. This is like super radiant. Super radiant. So let's give you an up close look. I don't think that a spray can would do quite the job that this is doing. So I think this worked out for the best. Let me know your thoughts. And then I want to show you up close this one that is supposed to have an iridescence, and I'm not seeing the iridescence yet. So we're going to give it one more coat of spray and see if that makes a difference. If not, we're going to have to add our glitter to this as well. All right. Alright, so this has been quite a journey. Now I'm going to show you up close with both of my hands being able to be utilized. And I've gotten some glitter on my actual stand, which is totally okay because we love glitter. Okay, so let's go ahead and head on down and see what we have done together. Alright, so I cannot wait to show you how it's going to look in the office. You're not even seeing it. There we go. Got to put it on down. Alright. There we go. Pearl Living. Let's see if I can hold it so you can see it here while it's drying. Yes, look guys, it's sticking. It's not falling off. And we will keep the actual back clean. Yeah, so you see I'm not going to add the glitter on the back because that's not what's going to show. That's going to go on the wall. But I think that looks nifty. I think this looks neat. And I'm not even getting paint in my hand. So I like to know that it's dry and it's good to go. There it is. Look how it sparkles. Alright, and then we're moving over here to Radiant, Radiant, Radiant. Let's see. Yes, guys, look. So we're just gonna let this dry for a little bit longer, but I think it's good to go. Like, look at that chunky glitter effect. This turned out, I believe, even better. What do you think? Let me know. Say better, better. Alright, guys, I'm excited. I can't wait to get it up and show you how it looks in the new office. Until next time.
Alright, so let's take a look at what we've completed, and I cannot wait to show you the full setup, the grand reveal, and we are going to turn now to it. Do you see that? Yes, it's finally complete. So let's take a peruse on all the beautiful things here. So we have radiant pearl living, and now we can display all the beautiful things, products, primarily of course our tumblers and designs and shadow boxes and all the fun radiant things. Of course, this desk has been worked on since the very beginning of the transformation. And we have, of course, our lovely shelf here that has all the dreamy things, including the Cricut maker. And for crafting and dreaming, dream big. Yes, and you're going to see this one in action very soon. And of course, this has always been in place. Now I have my flyer up for the upcoming summit this fall annually that we host, and I added another one of our shelving here to place some more of our products, like our mugs that says "You are radiant because you are." What a great reminder. Right, and that's how this area came together and looks. And then this was the last area I needed to work on, which was getting this particular shelving system together, getting that finally up. I think I've had that glittery goodness for, I want to say, over 5 years now, and it was still in the bag, just propped up somewhere in the side, not being used. Now finally it's being used. There we have some of our items, our scrapbook paper and albums stashed away neatly there. Yes, I'm so excited about this. Of course, our stickers that we created here. All right, and then we have our celebrate. You've already seen this, a whole video that was dedicated to doing the shelf. I'll go ahead and show you a sneak peek again here. but we showed you the lighting and the shelving there, how we put that together with our lamps. So you saw the on and off. And then, of course, the ring light is on for my recordings, along with my tripod behind there for my phone, and our amazing vinyl holder that we also had put together on camera. And then we come back to our beautiful focal point and centerpiece, which is our Radiant Pearl Living brand. Can even catch myself in the video there. And I really love how this turned out. Remember how we were wondering how it would work out? There it is. It has a little bit, if you go very close and you look and see how we put it together, it does have that iridescence to it, which goes perfectly with our iridescent shelving system here. Alright, so let me know what you think. I'm super excited, and I cannot wait to start creating again in this space and allowing you to be a part of the adventure. There's so much adventure that awaits, and we're going to continue forward together fearlessly. Until next time, it's that simple. So we did it together. And I hope you're inspired and encouraged to plan for a radiant life you love, as well as to fearlessly create. Just a quick look at what we've done together.